You're still chasing her. You're still sending that second text, still checking her location, still trying to prove your worth by pursuing a woman who has already walked away. You believe this pursuit, this desperate, clawing effort, is a sign of your love. You believe it shows commitment. You believe it shows her that you care. You are wrong. This is the most destructive lie you tell yourself. Your pursuit does not prove your love. It proves one thing, and one thing only: your desperation. I am Zeus. I have watched thousands of men destroy their own kingdom, not by losing battles, but by surrendering their power to the pursuit of validation. Today, you will understand the brutal math of this dynamic. Your feminine energy tells you to chase. Your masculine destiny demands that you stop. She does not need to see how much you love her. That is the wrong equation. She needs to see one truth, loud and clear, that you absolutely do not need her. Your neediness is the poison that guarantees your failure. In this video, I will reveal 3 harsh fundamental truths that will change how you view attraction forever. First, the neediness paradox: why the harder you pursue, the further she runs, and what her primitive brain registers during your chase. Second, the pursuit framework: the 4 deadly stages of pursuit that destroy your value and force her to lose respect for you. Third, the mission counter-strike: the only replacement for pursuit that guarantees you get your power back, regardless of whether she returns. The lie starts here. You look at her distance and you translate it as a call to action. She pulls away, so you lean in. She goes cold, so you turn up the heat. You think, if I just try hard enough, she will see my effort and reward me with her presence. What she actually sees is an abundance of availability. A woman's biology does not assign value to what is readily available. Value is determined by scarcity. If you are instantly available, always initiating, always pushing the momentum, you have just told her, without speaking a word, that you have no other options. You have no mission. You have no purpose greater than her. You have handed her the control panel to your emotions. She now knows that all she has to do to destabilize your entire life is to simply withdraw her attention. Your pursuit is the price you pay for losing control of your inner world. You are sacrificing your dignity for a cheap chance at validation. Every text, every call, every act of pursuit is a massive withdrawal from your self-worth bank. And when that bank account hits 0, your attraction to her dies, and your respect for yourself is gone. She is not admiring your effort. She is observing your collapse. Your pursuit is not her problem. Your pursuit is her justification. This pursuit is not a single event. It is a predictable 4-stage surrender of your masculine frame. She observes every stage, and every stage provides her with evidence that she chose correctly to distance herself. This is the pursuit framework. Stage 1, the immediate re-engagement. She creates distance. She pulls away. She ignores your text for 4 hours. Your emotional response is panic. Your logic tells you to fix it now. You send the immediate follow-up text or the over-explanatory call. You try to use logic and reasoning to solve an attraction problem. What she sees is your emotional immaturity. She sees that her withdrawal is the absolute controller of your mood. You have just confirmed to her that you are easy to disrupt, easy to control. Stage 2, the overcommitment and negotiation. When stage 1 fails, you panic further. You believe that more effort is the solution. This is where you begin to negotiate your worth. You offer lavish dinners, future trips, or worse. You offer to change core components of your life just to win her back. I'll quit my late-night job. I'll spend less time with my friends. I'll do whatever it takes. You are actively placing a discount on your own value. She sees a man desperate for approval, a man who views his own identity as negotiable. Your perceived value drops to 0 because you are telling her that your self-worth is conditional on her presence. Attraction cannot be negotiated. I witnessed one man, a successful architect named Andrew, attempt to buy back his self-respect in stage 2. His partner withdrew, and his immediate response was to offer her a lease on a new car, a car he knew she wanted. She accepted the car. She used the car for 3 weeks, then left him for a coworker. Why? Because the moment he offered the car, he proved that his value was transactional. He proved that he would compromise his resources for her approval. A car didn't buy her love. It bought her 3 weeks of pity. Never negotiate your worth. Stage 3. The emotional outburst. This is the moment where most men lose the war completely. You believe that if you just show her the depth of your pain, she will return out of pity or guilt. You send the sprawling, multi-paragraph text detailing how much you miss her, how much you suffer. You call her late at night, your voice cracking. You are weaponizing your own sadness. What she observes is the complete and utter loss of your frame. A man who is grounded does not lose his composure over a woman's temporary absence. She sees a boy throwing a tantrum, demanding validation. This seals the deal. The last vestiges of her respect for you die right here. You have traded your power for pity, and pity is the opposite of attraction. Consider the case of Thomas, a man who cornered his ex at a friend's party and delivered a tearful 10-minute monologue about his suffering and how he couldn't live without her. She did not hug him. She did not return. She waited until he finished, looked him directly in the eyes and said, "I feel sorry for you, Thomas, but I don't want you." She walked away feeling justified, and he walked away feeling humiliated. Pity is a comfort, not a magnet. It never works. Stage 4. The bitter self-pity. After the emotional outburst fails, you withdraw, but not with strength. You withdraw in defeat and bitterness. You post vague, sad quotes on social media. You stop going to the gym. You stop working on your business. You allow her rejection to dismantle your mission. You are sending a signal of passive surrender to the world. What she observes is the final total collapse of your foundation. You have confirmed that without her, you are nothing. You have validated her decision. You have proven that you did need her, and that without her, you are sinking. She feels justified that she left a sinking ship. Your pursuit leads directly to this ultimate humiliation. The pursuit is never about love. It is always about your fear of being alone, and she sees that fear clearly. Now we move past the emotional theater and confront the raw, cold biology of attraction. This is the neediness paradox. You believe your pursuit proves your worth, but her biology interprets your pursuit as a fundamental character flaw. Attraction is built on 3 pillars in the female unconscious: stability, strength, and survival. When you engage in the 4 stages of pursuit, you destroy all 3. Your pursuit screams instability. It says, "My internal world is so fragile that the temporary absence of one woman causes my entire emotional structure to collapse." A grounded man does not break his frame when faced with friction. He remains anchored to his purpose. When you chase, you have proven that you are not the anchor. You are the sailboat being tossed by the wind. Your pursuit annihilates strength. It exposes your profound lack of options. The economic principle of scarcity is ruthlessly applied to human value. When you make yourself instantly and perpetually available, you become an oversupply. Oversupply equals low value. She registers that you have no mission, no other women, and no inner life that rivals her importance. True strength is demonstrated by the ability to walk away from what you want when it violates your boundaries. Your chasing proves you cannot walk away. And finally, your pursuit negates survival. She is testing your ability to withstand pressure. If you cannot survive her mild withdrawal, how will you survive a real crisis, a job loss, a family emergency, or true adversity? Her primitive brain is screaming, "This man is a liability. He is a burden that I will have to constantly manage and emotionally regulate." She does not want a dependent. She seeks a fortress, a man whose presence is a source of calm, not another source of drama. I observed a corporate executive who lost a major contract and simultaneously lost his partner's interest. He didn't lose her because he lost the contract. He lost her because he responded to the contract loss by crying on her shoulder every night, seeking emotional regulation from her. His failure in business became a failure in his emotional survival. She saw him not as a strong man facing a challenge, but as a boy who needed her to hold him up. She left 2 weeks later for a man with a lower income, but an unbreakable demeanor. Stability is not wealth, it is frame. The brutal irony is that the moment you are most vulnerable, when you are pouring out your heart in stage 3, you are generating the maximum amount of biological disgust. She is not pitying your pain. She is analyzing your fitness. Your raw emotional exposure is interpreted not as love, but as weakness that must be avoided. This is why you must stop pursuing. The pursuit confirms her fear that you need her more than she needs you. And when neediness is confirmed, respect dies. And when respect dies, attraction is impossible. You have seen the brutal reality. You have provided her with the footage for her "I Made the Right Choice" documentary. Now, we execute the only true counterstrike to the pursuit framework. The answer is not to hate her. The answer is not to engage in passive-aggressive revenge. The answer is to replace your need for her with a need for your mission. The counterstrike is indifference. Indifference is not apathy. It is the ultimate demonstration of your inner abundance. It tells her, without a single word, that her presence is a benefit, but her absence poses no threat to your frame, your sanity, or your life's purpose. This requires immediate, radical action. You must close the curtain on your emotional theater. Cut off all pursuit immediately. The pursuit stops now. Every ounce of energy you are dedicating to checking her phone, sending that text, or begging for a second chance must be immediately rerouted into the single most important element of your life, your purpose. Your mission must become your impenetrable foundation. When she watches your inevitable withdrawal, and she will watch, because the chaser rarely stops instantly, she must see not a collapsing man, but a man who has simply returned to his work. She must see you focusing on your fitness, closing that deal, building your legacy, or mastering your craft. When she returns to check on the destruction she caused, she must find the rubble replaced by a fortress. This is the only move that short-circuits her biology. When she sees that her rejection did not destroy you, but instead catalyzed your ascent, her primitive brain registers a threat to her own status. She will question her decision because you proved her assessment of your weakness was fundamentally wrong. Your dignity is not negotiable. Your self-worth is not dependent on her approval. The pursuit is slavery. Indifference, backed by relentless focus on your mission, is true masculine freedom. This is the only way to save your own respect. If she returns to a stronger man. If she does not return, you have already won, because you salvaged your kingdom. Stop pursuing the woman. Start pursuing the man you are meant to be. You now understand why pursuit is a biological self-destruct button. But why did she pull away in the first place? Why did she create that distance that triggered your chase? There was an exact moment when she decided your respect had evaporated, long before the breakup. You need to know what that moment was. Watch my last video now to reveal the truth. The exact moment she gave up on you. The link is in the description below. Subscribe to Zeus for daily, merciless truths about power, attraction, and the iron laws of masculine existence. I am watching.